Hi again, folks. In this video, we're going to look at the 10 check marks to Sabre success. Coming up. All right. Yeah, I made a 10 check marks. I was going to do 5, but I came up with 10. And you're going to have to be patient with me. It's that time again. My goodness, I can't tell you guys. And if you're new on the channel, this is just something I do. Okay. Glasses are clean, we're ready to go. All right, the 10 Sabres check marks to success, all right? And I put it out there because I just felt like talking about the boys and what I believe and what path we're on and stuff like this. All right, so number 10, recognize what we need to do and start over. And I think, folks, that was actually the first thing that happened with Kevin Adams when he took over, the mess that he inherited, the jail time that he had to put in taking this team. He recognized it was a mess. He was not going to give up on the farm anymore. He was going to hang on to our draft picks, and he was going to build from within. So far, so good. Number 9, weed out the toxins in our organization. He's managed to do that too. And I don't care how much of a Buffalo fan you are. If you like Jack Eichel and you're loyal to Jack Eichel over the Buffalo Sabres, that guy brought nothing but bad karma with him when he came in. It's very clear now how much more healthy. We feel like we can breathe for the first time since we've tanked. Forget like just Eichel. And having guys like him and Leonard on this team was a disaster. Watch what's going to happen in Vegas. Watch. Just watch. You'll see. Guaranteed they're not winning a cup. Not with those guys. No, no, no. It's not happening. Not happening. If they do, I'll close my channel. I won't talk hockey ever again. So weed out the toxins in the organization. That's just some. I mean, these are just the main ones. There was other ones that, of course, we had to, move out. I mean, the bad signings like Leno and stuff like this. It was just dumb things that happened. Number 8, develop a winning culture by being healthy first. That's what we're doing right now. The Sabres right now, yes, the culture is changing, but they got to have a healthy dressing room. They have to have a healthy management. They have to have a healthy organization. And it starts at the top with Pegula down. It does. I mean, you hear all these horrible things about Pegula and everything. You don't hear it now because we see the light at the end of the tunnel now. He's finally making the right calls instead of listening to whoever, So number 8, important one, the winning culture, but by being healthy first. You're only going to have a winning culture. You can have a winning culture in an unhealthy environment. Vegas has that. As much as I pick on Vegas, it's true. So we're going to see what they do this year. I'm going to be very curious to watch them. Number 7, trust in the process by building internally. I think we all know this now. We see what Adams has done. I mean, really, we've seen what he's done. Who's not thrilled about our pipeline, guys? Really, if you're not thrilled about the pipeline of this team, and you keep thinking you got to get Patrick Kane here to rescue this franchise, you're lost. You're just lost. Yeah, and you're one-track mind. It's a one-track mind. I see too many fans focusing on one player that we don't have, we might never get. And to be honest, I could care less if we ever get Patrick Kane. I'd love to get him, but I could care less if we get him or not. I believe we're going to win the cup with or without him. Doesn't really matter. We're going to win. We're going to get there. So trust the process by building internally. That's way more important than going and getting some guy that's getting $10 million bucks. Absolutely. Number 6, the camaraderie in the dressing room and outside the dressing room is important. We need to make sure that this team, and I think Adams is doing these kind of things, and so is Granato, implementing the thinking in this team now that, you know what, guys, you kind of are what you eat kind of thing, Like if you take in, positivity and you bring it around the dressing room and around the rink and outside and with the community, all this, it's gonna spread onto the ice. No matter what, I've seen it. I've seen good teams do it. Any team that's been a champion, I believe, has done these things. And, we've got to practice before we preach it, basically, right? We got to practice it first. We got to get there. We got to get it done. No matter what, we have to just go that route and have a healthy dressing room or else forget it. Number 5, Leader in the dressing room and the ice. I mean, I think that's an obvious one, right? We're going to have, we got leaders on this team now. For the first time, I believe, guys, since the tank era. We finally got some leadership going on, and it feels good. It just does, you know. I like having Tuck. I like what Okposo's turned into since Jack Eichel's left this team. There's good things going on with this franchise that we've got to enjoy. We do, before the good times hit, you know what I mean? So enjoy the good times and stop trying to fast forward the good times by us worrying about getting, you know, big names and stuff like that. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Really, unless there's a 50% thing on Kane, I have no interest. If we ever took that guy's contract for $10 million, I'd be livid. Livid. Anyway, I want to move on from that thinking because I think there's a possibility he comes, but at 50% retained. Number 4, we got a coach whose specialty is young talent and patience. And this is what we have. And this is what Adams needed exactly. See, like when we got Granato and put him as the head coach and as an interim head coach, I didn't know much about the guy. Like some of you did out in USA with the USA program. I didn't know really much about Granato. Not that much, you know what I mean? I didn't know a lot. I just knew, like, you know, he'd been an assistant and things like this. But what I've seen him do and the patience he's showing for things to get better, I mean, Tage Thompson's proof. He knows what, this guy knows what he's doing. I was ready to wring his neck halfway through last year, but right now, keep him. We don't got to worry about getting a coach. We're good. Number 3, a general manager building properly with patience and vision, okay? This is something that Kevin Adams is doing, and it's something that's annoying a lot of you guys, but too bad. Too bad. Go watch The Simpsons. You're going to have to be patient. I'd say you might have to give it 3 years from now, 3 years from this video, before we're going to get big results. Maybe sooner. It could be this year's playoffs. We get in. I'll tell you what, I like the Sabres odds, folks. If we ever got in the playoffs this year, I like our odds of causing a lot of trouble all of a sudden. Yeah, but we're not there, you know. And the mission in this era, in this hockey era, you're not just granted a playoff spot anymore like the old days. It's not like that. You could be a losing team and make the playoffs once upon a time. Those days are long gone in the NHL. So we got a GM that is building properly, and he's doing it with patience and vision. And he does not want to give up the farm for nothing. So I'm good with that. I am good with waiting. I am. As long as I enjoy the process, guys, I'm good. Number 2, an owner willing to max the cap when it's time. Now's not the time. It's not the time, okay? And I know fans are saying that he's cheap and things like this. No, we got proof Pegula is not cheap. He's put millions of dollars into the rink, first of all. He's maxed out the cap how many years? He got fed up with no results and he's paying the same money that owners that are winning cups are paying, and he's getting nothing but crap and you know. So right now he's doing the right thing. And I believe that's at Kevin Adams' decision right there. That's really more than Pegula. I believe that, you know, Pegula even trusts him with his money at this point. If we trust him this way, I'm pretty sure Pegula knows this guy has his better interest, not just the teams at hand, all of it at the same time. And number 1, come on, folks. We got to break through and win a Stanley Cup. That's the bottom line of all these videos I do and all. We got to win a Stanley Cup eventually. So if the Sabres can get this off the ground, keep it off the ground, keep building it. And I'm talking, it's like a painting. You just keep adding a little bit here and there, a little bit, you know. You're not rushing the process and throwing paint at the, you know, and trying to get it over with quick. We've done that. We know that doesn't work. We know. So please, when it comes to like, we should get this guy and we should get this guy, think it out first. Think it out. Think about what's really going on though before we go and get these guys. Do we want to go and, you know, get somebody that's 10, 11 million bucks that's past his prime? I don't know. I would not, you know, and I'd love the Sabres to get Patrick Kane, but I would not want to give him 10 million bucks. Absolutely. No, not the age he's at. He's not in his 20s no more. He's going into his mid 30s and He's going to hit a cliff. He's going to hit a season where all of a sudden the decline happens. It happens to everybody. It does. So far, he's been a freak of nature. And now it's like you're winning at the casino and you keep gambling and gambling and gambling. Sooner or later, you're going to lose. And I don't want to be the team that happens to. So if we get him in a trade, I'm all for it, provided the price is right and it doesn't take up a roster spot for somebody like a JJ Peterka or something, you know? All right, guys, that's it. I got another one coming your way. See you in that one.